I'm here with Sally Williams of the Community Help Center of Jonesboro. It's in my neck of the woods, and I recommended it to the laboratory at Ballad Bristol Regional Medical Center as their project for the year. Every lab week in April of every year, we pick a charity to pay it forward. And this was the one that got voted on this year.
Thank you.
Because I knew you did such good work. You contribute, and I heard such stories from Mary Nell as the man that was living in a tent in Limestone. Did you hear about that?
Yes, we do have a few people that do live in tents on campgrounds in the area, Jonesboro and Limestone.
And they have a lot of need. That's part of the difference between the rural and the city.
That's correct.
How did you get started here? About 10 or 15 years ago?
About 11 years ago,
About 11?
I started as a volunteer, 1 day a week, and it evolved, and I'm now the office manager.
Awesome. And we're bringing in food. What sort of, I hope we got the right kind. We got canned meats.
All food is good kind.
There was a question about Second Harvest. Why is the USDA quality Second Harvest cost? Because a lot of people in our lab give to Second Harvest.
That's right, that's right. The Second Harvest, unfortunately, their costs have gone up, and the reason for that is the cost of transportation, the cost of some of these items are coming from all over the country, so they have to be trucked in. So their costs have gone up.
I understand.
So that resonates to the food banks who have to pay that extra cost for transportation. So per case, it's doubled actually
And let me
from
put you,
last year.
to switch gears, can I put you on the spot for numbers? About how many people are in need in this area?
In this area,
Yes.
per month, we serve about 350 individuals.
Wow.
That equals about 120 families. That equals about 90 children per month.
And you work with the local churches. I know that Oak
We
Hill,
do.
that's where I come from, and the one in Sulphur Springs. What was that
Yes,
one?
the Sulphur Springs United Methodist Church and the Sulphur Springs Baptist Church.
Okay.
We have about 14 churches that do contribute monthly and also with goods to help us keep our doors open.
Yes, and you got the golf tournament next
We have
week
we
or 2
work
weeks?
for our community help center. We have a golf tournament once a year. We also have 2 benefit dinners, and we have a bluegrass gospel concert coming up also in June,
Okay.
and that's going to be over at the Sulphur Springs United Methodist Church Camp Shed.
Is that next to the new construction?
That's right. It's a perfect venue, and we have
It
3
is.
bands this year.
Awesome. And I just wanted to say, we love the Community Help Center, and your representative at our church is Mary Nell.
Yes, that's right.
Mary Nell throws herself into this. She devotes herself. And
She's been here the entire time the doors have been open.
Mary Nell has.
She did.
When she told me one story, she broke into tears because your volunteers that have contact with the needy and give them stuff are so moved by the process that their heart's in it.
That's
And-
great. That's
and I
great.
just-
That's devotion.
It is devotion, and I'll just give you a chance here to say whatever.
We
is on your
care
mind.
about every family that comes through the doors. We really do. We want to be sure that they have what they need. As far as food, hygiene items especially are very important. The toilet paper, the soap, the toothpaste, deodorant, things like that. Clothes washing liquid. Oh yes, every month. And we
Clothes
have
washing powder.
We use it's a clothes-lot, yes, clothes-lot washing powder or liquid,
Okay.
yes. We do have a board member that devotes her time in making sure that we have that every single month ready for the people that ask for it.
Yes.
The clothing, we average over 200 items of clothing out the doors each month.
Wow.
Yes. And of course, the children's clothing is in demand right now because the weather's changed and the kids are going to be out of school and that type of thing. But also keeping items for children, or rather for adults that are looking for jobs. We have nice clothes for them. We have shoes, everything that anybody would need from top to bottom. Anyone that is in need of household items such as plates and silverware and towels and sheets, we have that also.
And to switch gears again, I'm from Phoenix, and we have large hundreds, thousands of homeless that attend our events there on a weekly basis. And it's a different situation out here. I find you would almost think that everything is perfect. You drive down a perfect little highway and you see perfect little houses and farms, but there's burnouts, floods. There's people that, like us all, have needs that arise suddenly, emergencies of various kinds.
Very, very true.
Could you describe the contrast between what you might know of the urban poor and the rural poor?
Well, mainly would be your job. There's not many jobs in this area.
Okay.
This area is also influenced by drugs.
Okay.
So we have a lot of that. We have a lot of families that have been hit with that
And
in
they're
their
trying
families.
to turn it around.
And
or
you'd be
get it back
surprised how
to-
many grandmothers are raising
Oh, wow.
the children of their grandchildren, because their children are incarcerated. That's a big influence in the rule. Why, I can't answer that. I really
No.
can't. But all we can do is be there for them.
I think as a foster and an adoptive parent myself, our son came to us in an emergency placement. So every day there is an arrest or two,
That's right.
and every day a household of children have to go somewhere.
They have to go somewhere. Yes, they do.
And-
Unfortunately, in this area, it's the grandparents. I
Wow.
have many women that come in that are my age or older, raising small children.
And that's rough.
So they have a little bit of food stamps. They might be living on their Social Security. More than likely, they're on SSI or disability themselves. So their food stamps are reduced by the amount of disability that they receive. It's just it's a percentage of it.
Well, thank you, Sally.
Oh, gee, thank you for coming.
And just
Anytime
hope
I
that we
can,
could bless you
toot
again.
our horn.